Aries, how are you doing? Are we being a little playful, coming out of Leo season, accessing our inner child again? Hopefully it was a good time for you guys. There seemed to be some struggle, but it looked like you guys were going to come out on top. You were going to pull through in the last reading, so hopefully that took place and you guys are doing okay. Leo season seemed to be a really big transformative time, opening up a lot of new paths for people, and we're starting to see that continue in Virgo, and Virgo is more of the self journey. It's kind of like going at it solo, you know. So we guide others and we lead others when we're in Leo season, and then Virgo, we look more internal and try to take ourselves out of ego-driven situations. So we try to give back, you know, whether it's volunteering or working for some kind of organization. You know, lots of people in the medical industry are Virgos. So it's just, you know, that health, that healing ability that they have. So that's what we're really looking here. You know, if you want to adopt a pet, if you want to go out and do some volunteering, I'd recommend doing it. Now's the time. But we just don't want to get too inside of our heads when we talk about Virgo season, because they can be textbook overthinkers. And that's definitely something that I don't feel like Aries is really used to. So if you guys feel like you're taking longer to make decisions during September, that may be one of the reasons why. It could be hitting you with that kind of that paranoia or that overthinking that Virgos tend to do with that Mercury energy, because they come up with ideas so fast, just like Gemini. But the Earth in them is kind of insisting that they pick a direction, that they make a decision, that they start to work on something. And so it's just really hard when you have that rapidity of thought. And that's why Geminis don't really follow through on things, is because they're air signs, so they're not really looking to bring something to fruition. It's more about the initial idea itself and coming up with those and kind of giving them or leaning them to someone else that can kind of follow through. So Virgo coming in the middle kind of has more of an ability to do that, but they can still definitely overwhelm themselves since they come up with things so easily. And here we see the Ace of Swords reversed. So this new idea, this new train of thought could be getting in the way of plans. You know, maybe you have heard something or know you need to do something and you're a little stubborn about it. But we're not quite ready to step into this new thought process for us, this new age of learning. It's not quite there. We're getting there, but we want to see that upright when we look at the Ace of Swords. And just keep in mind that the camera is showing things like in reverse, you guys. Okay, ooh. So we got the Devil reversed. Okay, so maybe we are getting a little temptation that's kind of distracting us from thinking and going in a whole new way. The Devil is kind of like the temptation card. You flirt with the Devil. This is usually has to do with sexual affairs or even your relationship. It could be really distracting you from your path right now, and it's not really working towards you. Maybe there's a Capricorn out there that is kind of keeping you from like seeing what you need to, and maybe they're kind of convincing you of an idea that you're not so sure of. So look out for that. Put those two right there. but some temptation. So when I think of that, it's like maybe some distractions, something that's not really good for you. Okay, and then we have the burden card. So we move from temptation to burden. So this is more common to see in Virgo season. You're going to take on more than you can chew in a way. You don't want to overcommit yourself. Like I was saying, you can't get involved in everything. Virgos want to fix everything that they come into contact with. Trust me, I know. I'm part Virgo, and it's just not possible. So, if people are asking you for help and stuff, and you just keep extending yourself because you want to do everything for everyone and yourself, you just can't. So just realize that there's so much on your plate right now. We're probably going to see further on in the reading that we need to kind of filter some of this stuff and kind of see what we need. And we do have a castle there in the background of the Ten of Wands, so this could really be home life. Maybe you're bringing work home with you, and you really ought not to be doing that. Or maybe work is going to be taking you places. We don't usually think of work when we see wands. That's more of a pentacles. But it's almost kind of what that symbolizes there. So, yeah, okay. So we've got here, this came up in I think 2 different signs I've read for already in Virgo season. So this is that indecision. This is that paranoia. You're in the dark. You're just not sure of what you need to do. In reference to maybe how we can filter through this and find out like which of these wands aren't necessary for us. And so, you're just really bogged down by making the wrong decision. You're really scared about that. And don't fret. I mean, it's scary, obviously, making decisions, but we have this great Page of Pentacles that's going to open some new doors for us, work-related or financially, So this is great. This is really going to start like a new chapter in one of those directions, maybe both, because obviously you earn money through work. So I would really look to new job opportunities, maybe a promotion, but it's taking you in a new direction. So that usually means move. And let's see further if we get that again. So Queen of Swords, reversed, she's been coming up too. So she is on the throne of knowledge in a sense. She's not the queen, not the king, but she is a queen. So this is more common for Virgo season, which is a feminine energy, not quite as masculine. So, but here we really not that we control our thoughts, but our weapon is our mind. So it can be our greatest strength and our our weakest link to ourselves. So depending on where it is currently. So the Queen of Swords, when she's reversed, she's not able to access the full strength of her mind right now. So, we got the Ace of Swords reversed here too. So we're really, maybe we're already stepping into that overthinking mode since we've entered Virgo season. It's only been a few days now, but maybe we're already feeling overwhelmed. And Aries doesn't like indecision. We don't thrive in that when we're a child. We just kind of go. We're pure intuition. So this could be really uncomfortable for you guys right now. But let's see maybe if there's anything that we can do that'll help. So we got the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Now that kind of means that any kind of like celebrations or enjoyments, or maybe there's a party coming up, it just means that you're not necessarily going to be able to enjoy it. Maybe it's not going to come to fruition the way you want it. So if you're planning a party, a get-together, just make sure it's right for you at the moment. It may be beneficial to others, but not necessarily to yourself. So, but it looks like some kind of maybe friend or family time coming up, some event. Could be a wedding. Okay. And then, so we've already gotten 2 10 cards. Oh, 3. Oh my gosh, you guys. So 3 10 cards. So that means we're really kind of at the end of our ropes with these elements. So this came, interestingly enough, after the Ace of Swords, which Ace is 1 and this is 10. So this is the last sword card before you move into the Page and the Knight and the Queen and the King. But this is really about starting over. This is a transformation card like death, you know, leaving everything behind. And it's not necessarily like this someone stabs you on the back, but it's like it's just kind of like a culmination of events that have led you to an awakening that you know you need to start anew. And you know, here with the 10 of Wands, I mean, it looks like you're literally about to fall down. Like it's just so heavy. The 10 of Pentacles. Now, when we look at Earth, it's a little different from the fire and air. Fire and air, we're not supposed to be able to have so much of that. That energy can be overwhelming. You know, if you have too many modes of thought, if you have too many responsibilities or too many creative pursuits, it's very hard to concentrate, to filter for things to be genuine and more you know, spontaneous. But when we have 10 of Pentacles, we really have like all the finances. We have all the lavish stuff that we want. So 10 of Pentacles isn't necessarily a bad card, but I do believe that it was reversed. So like I said, we're not going to be able to enjoy that opulence right now. This is more so of like, we're going to have to start over here, you guys. So we got the Page of Pentacles. So there's that, and the Ace of Swords are already new beginnings. But the money is probably going to maybe more so work itself out as opposed to the other ones, which are going to be, you're going to have to put more effort into, or less, depending on how you look at it. You have to find a way of letting go. Maybe you've had a lot of ideas of what you've wanted your life to look like at this point, and it's just not really culminating in the way you expected. But we have a possible new chapter here. Okay. So we got this guy. So he is the 7 of Swords reversed. So this is kind of like the Thief card. You know, getting away with some but not all. So this you could feel like somebody's, maybe you've had an argument or something, and this person really kind of maybe diminish your point that you were trying to make, or you know, they just they're really getting the best of you. You just feel kind of defeated, but maybe it happened right under your nose and you didn't even realize it. So it doesn't necessarily mean that someone like stole something materially for you, but maybe someone has that position at work or something that you want. But with that Page of Pentacles, that's, you know, that's to your benefit, so that's probably going to present itself. I would think maybe like a promotion or a raise. But this is a very stealth, swift, cunning individual, kind of like a fox almost. Like I see a fox when I look at that card. So I don't necessarily think that they mean like harmful intent, but they could possibly be charming you and just kind of yeah, doing something right behind you that you're not noticing. All right, Aries. What's so strange about that card is that it's colored as in a positive card, so this could mean that you're getting away with something. You're escaping a situation that's not serving you, or maybe you felt like you were on, you know, one side of things, like with the camp, and you had to kind of escape, you know, and that was your only opportunity. So You couldn't carry everything with you, but you got away with most. But yeah, it's almost like you picked the right time to act. But when it's reversed, I think it's more so done to you, or maybe you've already tried doing that and it just didn't go your way. Okay. Oh wow, love this. Okay, the World. So this one really has not come up in any readings I've done for my channel so far. This is the World card. This is a great, great card to get. Really, like, the possibilities are endless with this card, similar to the Magician, but the Magician is more creative pursuits. And it's tapping into that energy. The World is literally, it has all four elements. You know, it's just, you just can do whatever with this. I mean, you can travel the world, you can experience the world. It's whatever the world is to you, that really opens up that possibility for you. So this kind of instance of maybe lost, you know, like some defeat is actually going to open up the world for you guys. So really try to change your outlook on it when it does happen. Don't get so bogged down by thinking that you know, this person got away with stuff, because it's really going to. Okay. So we got these two reverse. So even though we have the World at our fingertips, we do have, this is your guys' natal card, obviously, the Emperor, but he's reversed, so we're not quite able to tap into that action-oriented, determined, kind of aggressive individual that we have in that Aries energy. And again, we're trying to enjoy some of our riches, some of our rewards, but it just doesn't look like it's time for you guys to do that. All of these, you know, this and the Ten of Pentacles are reversed, so it's really not playtime for you guys. It's I can't really tell what time it is, honestly, because it's not clear. It's just like maybe we're coming to an end chapter for a bunch of things, but let's see. Maybe there's somebody in your life that's being really greedy, and with that King of Pentacles, it could be, I mean, like Taurus energy, because the bulls are literally in that card. It's an earth sign. Somebody that's very well off, someone that you see as rich, maybe not materially, but even spiritually rich. But it's interesting here because it's like it doesn't really have. Maybe with the World card, we really just need to look at our whole life, every element of our life right now. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to do some soul searching. And then that new career path, that new job opportunity may open up. Could be in a completely new direction when you get the Page card, something that you've never done before. All right, Aries. Well, yep, this guy's been coming up too. So the Fool reversed. So we get even more so foolish than when it's upright. We're really not making the best decisions for ourselves. So this really isn't a time of decision making, but I do think it is of soul searching in a way. Is finding out what we truly want. So, but we are not necessarily putting money into an investment. We're not necessarily picking something. We are just going to start doing some research here. This is a time of research, soul searching. So this is kind of investigating, finding what general direction you want to go. But it's almost like Mercury in retrograde here. Like don't make a finite decision right now, you guys. So we get very foolish when he's reversed. So we're not doing the right thing. We Not that we're doing the stupid thing, but it's just things maybe where we're easily tempted with that devil card. And then just the thought of making a decision and everything is just so overwhelming to you guys, which that's fine. But get yourself out of the mindset of having to make a thought or pick a decision, because I don't really think that's what's presented here. Because you have the Emperor reversed. So if that Emperor was upright, you guys would really be feeling yourselves. You would be action-oriented, like go, go, go energy, and it's just not that. So this really is kind of like more of a stagnant time for you guys. And you're going to be feeling really weak about it too, because it's just not natural for you to not pick a direction. But just realize that all this fire can come out within you whenever it needs to. Maybe there's a Leo in your life that you guys can turn to. Well, we're getting all of these signs reversed. So Capricorn, Aries, and Leo. Maybe the time with those is just it's not really benefiting you guys necessarily. Yeah. So, and then we got the Queen of Cups here. So the Cups, this is our second Queen card. So, like I said, again, that Virgo feminine energy. So this is more the motherhood card. So, I don't know. Like, all of these are reversed. I wouldn't necessarily go to anyone else for advice here. It just doesn't look like anyone's open to giving you what you need to see or receiving, anything like that, because I guess everybody's just so indecisive right now, which is funny with Virgo seasons because they always seem to help out everyone. But for you guys, I really... it's tough here because it's like, even if you try to take time for yourself and try to enjoy things, you're not going to be able to. But maybe this work opportunity can be a good distraction for you, because there is so much reversed here, and you guys are just feel so weighed down right now. So many decisions. Maybe an opportunity kind of got away from you guys. Maybe you waited too long because your mind is so crazy at the moment, and you just kind of like want to jump off a cliff in a sense. You just kind of want to fall. Yeah. And then this Queen of Cups is, motherhood, fertility. It's kind of like people that always have their emotions close to them, and are kind of always at the shore of their emotions. So we're looking at our past here. When we look at the kind of the chalice or the trophy, and maybe even our youth, who we are like when we were little, maybe what we wanted, and maybe we're kind of revisiting that. Maybe all of this paranoia and confusion is really bringing us back to something that happened when we were younger that we haven't gotten past, maybe. And maybe that we are kind of nurturing it in a sense, but when it's reversed, I don't think it's a positive aspect, so it's not something that's going to necessarily help you grow. I think it's something that's hindering you guys, and that you're just... maybe you're not facing. Gosh, let's see if we can get like one last card. Okay, good. So we'll end it on a good one. So, Ten of Cups, a very prosperous move. So this is the family card, and it came literally right after Queen of Cups, which is like the mother card. So when let's see, it means that not necessarily motherhood is your future, but a new move, a new change, a new scenery is to enjoy, kind of like what you already have in your home life. Um, and then maybe new possibilities will open for you, will allow you to play again and rejoice and do all those kind of domestic things. Um, so I don't really know, you guys. I would say you're not feeling yourselves right now. We got that Emperor reverse. We're not feeling courageous. We got Strength reverse. We're feeling temptation, but maybe other people are kind of pushing us into doing things that aren't helpful at the moment. We're not feeling very rich. Yeah, we feel like an opportunity has passed us. Um, but work wise, I'd say it's not going to be easy for you guys right now, but there could be definitely a new direction for work, and it's just maybe like off the bat, it's not going to seem like the most beneficial, or but maybe down the line we can kind of see some possibilities. Maybe it'll offer us a move or a change domestically that we're wanting. So yeah. All right, well, Aries. Well, try to not stay so much in your head and just see kind of like what the world has to offer you guys. Okay.